But you mentioned that you recognize the similarities between what people say to you when you come here and what the people say to you when you go to a more black township. What do you think can be done to address the problem? You know, work together more to address the problem, because it's actually the same problem. Whether you are looking at white poverty or black poverty, how can people work more together? The organizations that are already doing the work, but more in different sectors.
Well, I think what we have done today is a beginning of a process of that working together. The fact that the mayor is here, other municipalities here, which deals with other townships as well as here. And there was a talk about the non-governmental organizations that operate here. I think it would be a recommended thing that other non-governmental organizations operating in the townships, they are able to work together to share experiences and to share skills and other things. That, I think, would be absolutely welcome, because we do need to work together. One of the important things about that is that it will do away with the perception that there are problems that are specifically white and there are problems that are specifically black. They are all South African problems faced by the citizens of this country, and you might find solutions that arise from here or in the townships that could actually help any other community. So working together is what I think we should be looking forward to.
Mr. Zuma, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
The question is, what is an Afrikaner museum without an Afrikaner bull? What I mean by that is, Mr. Zuma, we are part of the Afrikaans Heritage Foundation, consisting of most Afrikaans organizations. We have established a museum, and in front of the museum we want to put up a statue of Afrikaner bull who was part of a government building, but now is standing, somewhere grazing in a cellar or something like that. And we want to, from Mr. Ignatius Jacobs, the MEC, we want that bull to be put up in front of the Heritage Foundation. The opening is the 5th of September. It will cost the government nothing. We just want the political decision that they can, we will pay all the costs. So we would like you to look at the matter, because we believe Afrikaner Museum will be nothing without Afrikaner bull.
Well, I'm sure, as I said inside, there is nothing that beats interaction, talking, discussing, making one to understand where the other comes from. The problem at times that when people are not talking, we don't understand how others feel. I would still encourage the interaction, even with the MEC, that the interaction should be there. We should be able to express our feelings, why we think this thing is important. And then you cannot fail to find a solution. I'm sure, as you correctly say, there would be no Afrikaner museum without a bull. There could be no Zulu without a bear shoe. Absolutely. So I would want to eat my shit, and if people said don't have it, I would negotiate. I said, please, I can't feel nice if I don't have a nokiri and a bear shoe. I think it's a question of really interaction as South Africa, to understand where we come from. Because our history is very complex, some people are very angry, some people are very feeling anxiety about what's happening. We need to talk about it, what's our history, and agree that since we are now here, let us handle ourselves in this fashion and the other. What our constitution says, we must respect the cultures of every nation, of every nationality. We recognize that we are a rainbow nation with diversity, and that we should respect one another. And let us exercise that. Part of the negotiations or discussions is actually to make the other aware of how you feel, about your culture, about your heritage, and how therefore you need to be accommodated. And there must be a way to find a middle ground that will satisfy everyone. I don't think we are in the stage where we cannot agree on anything. We can agree on anything. The fact of the matter is that all of us should be ready to give, we should be ready to take, all sides. And I think we'll build a wonderful society.